name is Ihor and this is a Techno Break. When I think about the elements of techno music, I immediately think of a rumbling kick drum or heavily distorted percussion or slowly yet rhythmic evolving synth modulation. And also I think about the ducking effect on every single track, but yeah, whatever. So by slowly evolving yet rhythmic modulation, I mean, for example, a filter cutoff on the bass line, which slowly opens up and builds tension within 8 or 16 or even 32 bars. And in Ableton, it's quite easy to make, or in any other DAW. You go ahead, you draw the automation line, and that's pretty much done. But when it comes to the modular, it is a little bit more tricky than that. And that's where I found just a great use of Clep Diaz. So, Clep Diaz is a small and powerful step CV generator, and you can easily set how many steps it takes for it to evolve from 0 volts, which is the first step, to 5 volts, which is the last step. You can also choose to go from high voltage to low, or even up and down. In our case today, I'd like to advance it every 1 bar to slowly evolve and modulate the filter cutoff to get this techno vibe going. And for today's compact setup, I've got the Digitakt with drum samples, Mini Modular, of course, with Ataraxic as the main voice, then Filter Polaris from IntelliGel, Clep Diaz, of course, and the Pons Asinorum for envelopes. Oh man, noise engineering is taking over my case, right? And also I've got the ZOIA here because I do not have any effects on the modular. I have ZOIA to get some chorus and reverb going. And today I'm gonna start with the kick drum and rumble, and then I'm gonna patch the modular and then add some more drums and percussions, and then experiment with the envelopes and Clep Diaz. So yeah, let's do it. And yeah, first things first, kick and rumble. So I'm gonna use this kick drum and this, whatever it is, I think it's snare, to create a rumble. So I'm gonna put 4 on the floor, of course not this one, but kick drum. So track 1, cool. Then track 2, I'm gonna go and add a couple of trigs. Then I'm gonna, yeah, it sounds ridiculous, of course, but I'm gonna pitch down. Yeah, something like that. Also, what I'm gonna do, that one is a little bit tricky. So I'm gonna remove LFO trigger for any trigs here. And I'm gonna remove filter trigger, and I'm gonna use filter envelope just to duck a little bit, but not on these trigs, but on actually these trigs. And I'm gonna put on these trigs so that it triggers the filter. Then copy, paste everywhere here where the kick is, and then basically use this envelope. Yeah. And play a little bit with the filter again. Yeah, and the changes is really subtle. You perhaps need good headphones or monitors to hear it. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for a kick drum. And next thing I'd like to do, yeah, basic patching of the modular. And I'm gonna start with the Ataraxic going into filter, filter going into the VCA, and then envelope 1 goes into CVA, output of VCA goes into the output module, and then I'm gonna put some trigs to steppy, yeah, just to get some sound coming. And yeah, I'm gonna multiply output A because it's gonna be used for different things. And first I'm gonna trigger the envelope and make decay a bit longer. Nice. Okay, cool. Next thing I'd like to do is to use the second envelope. So basically trigger or gate is getting normalized to all the outputs, so I can use the second output and use it as the filter envelope. I'm gonna patch it into FM1 and select the second, make it a little bit sharper than the first one. Nice. Okay, cool. At this moment, okay, that works. But also what I can do is to put like more trigs, something like that. And I'm gonna do docking effect here. And that's gonna be a little bit tricky, but yeah, try to stay with me. So I'm gonna put the output of VCA envelope into the lapses, into the attenuation, and then patch it from here. And now if I introduce volume, there is no. And then I can introduce the VCA with the fader. But another thing what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select track B and put 4 trigs on it, basically where the kick will be. And I'm gonna patch into the third envelope so that it triggers like once the kick hits. And I'm gonna select the third envelope and make it longer. But the thing is, I need to invert it because this envelope goes up and down, right? So, but I need to dock the VCA and then come back. And that I can do with the lapses. So I'm gonna put trigger the envelope here into attenuation, and then from here the output is gonna go into offset of the first one, which is controlling the VCA. And here I'm gonna flip the switch so that it can go into the negative field. So basically this is without any effect of the second lapses track, but then if I introduce it, it starts ducking. Then we can, of course, control how much it ducks with the envelope, and let's have a listen. Nice. Okay, let me select quickly the empty patch on ZOIA. Go interface module, audio input, left, done. So it's mono input here. And then I'm gonna put the output as well, audio interface module, output with the gain control, done. And then I'm gonna put chorus here as well. So effect module, where is it? Chorus, 1 in, 2 outs, done. So basically now I need to connect the input. Perfect. And then connect the outputs as well into the output part. Okay. Chorus it is. Make it a little bit less mix. Nice. Okay, now I think I can patch a little bit of pitch modulation. So basically I'm gonna use mimetic for that. So trig from here is gonna go into the next. Then I'm gonna use output C and I'm gonna put it into 0, go into output C here and put 1 trig so that it resets the mimetic every bar. Perfect. And then output number 1 goes into it goes into scales so that I can put, you know, like the minor chord and then it's gonna quantize to the minor chord and then maybe some reverb here as well. So I'm gonna put another module here, which is gonna be, yeah, ghost reverb, 1 in, no, it's basically 2 ins and 2 outs. Done. And chorus, I'm gonna disconnect from here. So remove, and then this one removes. And then chorus output goes into the input of reverb, and reverb output goes into the output here, and mix goes to something like that. Let's have a listen. Okay, nice. Okay, let's add hi-hat as well. Nice. Maybe shorter a little bit. Yes. Bit reverb. A little bit to the right so that I later can introduce the closed hi-hat into the kind of left part of it. Build the tension. And nice. Okay, I like it. Next thing I'd like to do is basically the 8 bars Clep Diaz filter modulation. And for that, I'm gonna use output D. Not really output D actually. I can use the same output C from here, but I need the stackable here actually. So the idea is to advance the Clep Diaz once per bar, and also I need to multiply the reset thing so that when we start the sequence is going to reset as well. And then introduce 8 steps here. So 1, 2, so 1 is empty, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then patch the output, unipolar output, into frequency modulation here. And yeah, have a listen. Okay, it comes. Nice. Nice. Okay, next thing, maybe clap. Ooh. Nice. Maybe a little bit less ducking. Okay, cool. Nice. Next thing will be, yeah, let's put some modulation from, yeah, let's make clap a little bit less loud maybe and shorten it a little bit. Yeah. Okay, that one I like. And then I'm gonna put a couple of slow LFOs to modulate the resonance of the filter, and then another one to modulate the something on Ataraxic. Yeah, maybe harmonics. And then, yeah. Also I can put a little LFO here. This one I really like to do. So a little LFO here, kinda slow, which is gonna modulate chorus mix. Not for 100%, not reverb, sorry. It should be chorus. And the chorus mix is, yes, it's this one. Maybe something like that. Okay, so I need to change the waveform into sine wave. Yeah, like this. Done. And let's have a... Yeah, now it's moving to about 60 and back to 20, which is really cool. And then I can use output D to also within 2 bars. So I'm gonna enable 2 bars here. Let's so go into C, reset it a little bit, then go back into D. Okay, 2 bars, and then put a trigger, 1 trigger on the first bar, so that we can use this envelope to have it like really long, kind of. Yes. Yes, and then with that, I'd like to put it into, again, into lapses to have some attenuation going, and then back into time mode of this guy. Nice. Nice. Maybe hi-hat as well. Whoa, I like it. So track 6, hi-hat. Let's make it not that loud, and then put... Okay, that works from really beginning. But what I'm gonna do is to modulate a little bit of like, make it dark, right? So something like that. And then go into the amp envelope. And then LFO to modulate the amp decay time. Just a tiny touch. Okay, cool. Maybe go back into amp envelope and make it even more. Yeah. Now I cannot hear the open hat. Okay, that is cool. What else do I have? I like this one. Okay, cool. This one, yeah, let's pitch it down to about here. Maybe once in a while somewhere here. But yeah, of course not on every single one, but yeah, once in a while, and then to do some delay and okay. That's Clep Diaz. I can make more steps, like for example 16 or 32 or 7, and get some poly rhythmic or yeah, kind of stuff. That's Clep Diaz in the nutshell for me. That's the use case actually. I like it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If so, put a like on it. If not, put a dislike, but make sure you leave a comment to let me know how can I improve those videos in the future. Consider subscribing to support this channel, and and have fun.